Hi everyone, this is Daniel, the owner and founder of EduProsUSA. I'm here today at the Armenian Center of East San Fernando Valley, where I'll be speaking about a topic called the Roadmap to College this upcoming Sunday. And next to me is Baron Levon, Baronian, and I'm his guest today at the location. And he's invited me to come and speak to the community about the college admissions process. I want to introduce everyone to Levon. Hi, Levon.
Hi, Daniel. Thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this. So a little bit about who we are.
Yes.
I'm the chair of the Armenian Revolutionary Federation's Papken Seuni Chapter here in the Eastern San Fernando Valley. We run the Armenian Center of the East San Fernando Valley, which is where we're at and where the event will be taking place on Sunday. This place is home to a couple of different Armenian organizations, including the Armenian Cultural Foundation, the Armenian Relief Society Mehrabian Chapter, the Homenet North Javak Chapter, and the Armenian National Committee of East San Fernando Valley. So this is home of the Armenian community of the Eastern San Fernando Valley, and we're grateful that you agreed to do this presentation on Sunday, which is very important.
Of course. I'm excited, as always. I enjoy speaking to families about the college admissions process. Of course, as all of you know, the higher educational system was rocked recently with scandals that involved several universities across the country, but especially two local universities, which are very familiar to us, namely UCLA and USC. So a lot of people are talking about what the consequences and repercussions are of what happened recently. I'm sure you heard, Levon. And there's a lot of misinformation or floating around, and I want to address partly those things as well. It's not really going to affect admissions per se. It's gotten a little bit harder, I would say, because the system is under scrutiny now. With that said, I think it's important that families are aware about how to navigate the process, because when something like this happens, universities are more cautious in terms of how they deal and handle the admissions process. So the aim this Sunday is to explain to parents, especially high school parents, middle school parents, and students. And it's never too early to even have elementary school families join us, because the process really starts early level. And I know in the San Fernando Valley, your chapter serves 100,000 Armenians, and you're affiliated with some private high schools, and I'm going to let you speak about that a little bit. And sure. Of course, there are a lot of Armenian students that are scattered all across the region as well. So do you want to maybe mention that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you mentioned, Daniel, there's about close to 100,000 Armenians that live in the Eastern San Fernando Valley areas of North Hollywood, Studio City, Van Nuys, and surrounding areas. That's primarily our kind of target demographic for the services that we provide out of the Armenian Center. And it's interesting that you mentioned, the recent scandals at the universities, because we actually, decided to do this event before that even came to light. So it became even more relevant now that this is kind of front page news, about admissions processes into universities. So the idea for this event was naturally, to serve the local community and talk to parents and students about the different ways to increase their odds of getting accepted into good universities, or universities and colleges of their choice. And as such, we're targeting our immediate community, and in that immediate community falls several Armenian schools that are within our kind of vicinity.
Yes.
So in Hollywood, we have the Rosenalex Pilos Armenian School, which is along with the Ferayan Armenian School in Encino. These two are kind of relatively local to us, and they're sister schools to our organization. They fall under the auspices of the Western Prelacy, the Prelacy Armenian schools. So we've reached out to them, and we've asked students and parents there to come, but also we've reached out to some local public schools as well, because we have a huge Armenian student population in the local public schools, like Grant High School, for example. So we don't have the same channels to approach the public schools as we do with the Armenian schools. So it's a little bit of a challenge to permeate the public schools, but everybody's more than welcome. I mean, this is an open event that we'd like for parents and students who are within this vicinity to definitely take advantage of.
Absolutely. And something that we share in common is our appreciation for for Armenia, Armenianness and the Armenian community. And I think I've always thought, Levon, that a good way to invest in our identity and in Armenianness, let's say, like using an abstract term, but is to invest in our youth. And I think you do that as chairman of your chapter, and I do that in terms of educationally, in terms of informing the parents about college admissions, about higher education. So we want to inform our constituents. Of course, this event is open to everyone. Everyone is more than welcome to join us on Sunday. But particularly of interest to us is Armenian families. We want you to be well informed about the process because we feel that it benefits us, it behooves us to inform and prepare our students to be successful. And our students are going to be our leaders in the future. We kind of say that as a cliche, but it's truly real because these students end up becoming leaders, becoming engineers, doctors, lawyers, both in the United States, and some of them move to other parts of the world, and some of them even reinvest back into Armenia. And I'm sure you have a lot of stories in terms of youth that have gone back to Armenia and what they've done, and how technology is blossoming and booming in Armenia, and all those opportunities that are created as a result of that. So, Levon, can you just tell the public about the event, where it's going to be held, when, the time, and
Absolutely. I also want to take this opportunity to kind of give kudos to you, Daniel, because the service that you provide is very, very instrumental, very important. We only just recently met, but I had the chance to, get to know you a little bit better, look at your background. You have a very impressive background, and I think that the level of preparedness that you have on the subject matter is key, but you also bring a lot of passion to what you do, which is also very, very important.
Thank you.
So I'd like to, definitely extend our appreciation for the service that you provide to students in helping them get admitted into good universities. So our event is going to be this Sunday, March 31st at 5 p.m. at the Armenian Center of the Eastern San Fernando Valley, which is located in Studio City. The address is 11719 Moorpark Street, Studio City, California, zip 91604. And we also have more information available on the internet on several websites, actually. But the easiest one to probably access is our ANCA San Fernando Valley East website, which is at ancavalley.org. So if you go there, you'll see the flyer, and we also encourage parents and students to RSVP so that we can have a head count. There's also going to be refreshments, so we're going to have some pizza and soda and drinks, non-alcoholic.
Might be a little bit problematic with high school.
So
good. Well, thank you again for having me, and I'm looking forward to speaking to this wonderful community that's been here and doing good work for a long time. Thank you for what you do for the community. And we are hoping to see a lot of you this Sunday at 5 o'clock. So see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel.